Welcome back, my darlings, my beautiful collective. So for today's Oracle Tarot combo, we're going to be using the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle deck. We're asking our angels, ancestors, guides, beings of light, ascended masters, for our highest good and purpose. May we receive good and clear guided messages. May these messages help us to reach our highest timeline, our highest path forward, our highest version of self. And of course, as always, we do hope that these messages find you well. Let's also take a moment to remind you that tarot services are available via the link in my bio. Should you feel called to explore the energy that you find in a collective read, such as one of these, or if you'd simply like to hone in and tap into the energy that's very specific and very unique to your own set of circumstances, you can go ahead and click on that link in my bio. It takes you to my link tree. There you can access a tarot service menu, and you can select among the options that best suits your needs, as well as the method of payment that's most comfortable for you. Once you book, we can go ahead and we'll explore that energy together. That being said, we also have another link here in my bio. It says Instagram. When you click on it, it will either allow you to continue to Instagram or it will take you to YouTube. If you don't mind, I am trying to grow my presence on both those platforms. Any interactions that you can help me with, such as likes, follows, shares, subscriptions, that all helps others to find me as well, you know, by interacting with that algorithm. One final note, it not only helps me to make better content for us all, but should something ever happen to TikTok, heaven forbid, it allows us a way to connect with each other's energies if you're still interested in exploring this content. So, that being said, let's turn our attention and focus back over to the Oracle, where we join Spirit. We have a couple of cards, but hopefully we're getting additional messages here as we continue our shuffle. Maybe we were just focused on something else interesting. All right, couple more I feel, and then we'll be ready for that message. I feel just a few more. Yeah? One more? There we go. Okay. I think we have it. So, we're starting with the Mapmaker of Destiny. This is authentic purpose, inspiration, free will, the number 24, if you're tracking numerology. The Shadow Queen. This one says acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. Let's not do that. We don't want to invite that negative karma for that. We can acquire knowledge, but let's use it for good, right? Hungry Ghosts. Obsessions, scarcity, consciousness, attachment, number 14. I feel like these are warnings, right? Let's not launch ourselves into this kind of energy. Let's remember the lessons that we've been learning. The Lady of Lightning, number 35. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. Now that I can believe. It very much gives the vibe of ready or not, here I come. Interesting how we had the number 14 and now we have 41. The Cosmos, creativity and vastness. Interesting when we get those mirroring numbers, right? The Sisters of the Seasons. This one says cycles of growth, natural law, divine order, number 17. The Lady of the Mirror, number 44, reflection, non-judgment. Let's remember to hold non-judgment, space of non-judgment for people, right? The Dream Walker, dreams, the collective good, illusions, number 8. Number 22, the resting tree, patience, stillness. And the energy at the bottom of the deck, this one says the Ice Queen. Ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement, number 28. Very interesting. So as I was reading that, okay, the last one that we had, the patience, the stillness, the resting tree, really stood out because I received a message on my phone about speed and the speed trap. I feel like Spirit is asking us to slow down a bit. Perhaps you've been kind of like me on this journey, very antsy, as it were, very much fueled with passion and desire to, plow straight through my healing journey. Trying to rapidly ascend, I guess. And so Spirit really right now forcing us into this energy of stillness, of patience, right? I say that because increasingly these days, I find myself taking more naps than usual. I find myself being forced, even on the weekends, to slow down, to non-action, just not having the energy to continue, because Spirit is really hammering this idea of rest. And so as I progress, I find myself listening more and more to that, trying to be in tune with what my body needs, which I feel is rest, because over these past few months, I have been, white knuckling it, shall we say. Very much trying to keep busy. Maybe using that busyness as a distraction too. A bit of self-reflection, introspection, and telling on myself too, I guess. But maybe you've been doing the same. So maybe it's time for us to kind of heed Spirit's warning. A bit of self-care, a bit of relaxing, a bit of taking it a bit easier, right? So we are asking our angels, ancestors, guides, beings of light, ascended masters, may we receive good and clear guided messages from the tarot. For today's tarot journey, we are using the classic black deck that I have. Really doesn't have a name. It just says tarot cards and guidebook. It is this beautifully matte black with silver embossing on it. So it is a very beautiful deck. And speaking of beauty, look who we find at the bottom of the deck. None other than the Queen of Wands. She who is very attractive and alluring, blessing us with her presence at the bottom of the deck. Let us see where today's tarot journey takes us. Okay, and I've been doing this a little bit the last couple of days, but I feel like that's good. Taking the cards after and shuffling it just a bit. See what messages we get. Knight of Swords. Truth and clarity is coming. It is moving quickly towards you. As is the Three of Cups on its heel. I feel like this is celebration. This is getting together with friends. Reunion of sorts. Eight of Swords. So I feel like someone is caught. They're stuck. They want this reunion and they want to reveal truth. But I feel like with Temperance too. Okay, so this is them knowing that they need to take their time. Knowing that this period, there's a period of rest and alignment here that's happening. And I feel like this person who has this desire, perhaps this is the same person who has desire for this Queen of Wands energy at the bottom of the deck. I feel like they know that time is very important though. I feel like the alchemy is happening, but it's also like giving that time is of the essence. Time is, the clock is ticking. Temperance can also be a nod to Sagittarius season, which is quickly upon us. And we also have the King of Cups energy. Masculine. Water sign energy, doesn't have to be, but maybe sun, moon, or rising. We're talking about our Scorpios, Pisces, or Cancers, right? Or just a masculine who has a lot of love for a particular divine feminine. Someone who is tapping into their heart space, who I feel is becoming emotionally balanced and or stable. This is good. But I also feel with the Seven of Wands that they have been fighting this process. They've been fighting Spirit trying to open up their heart. In fact, I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, they have been using work as an escape, kind of what we just talked about earlier, using work as an escape to avoid this work of opening up their heart space. Page of Swords. But in as much as they've been avoiding it for the most part, I also feel like now they're starting to do it. They kind of fought it kicking and screaming, but with the Page of Swords now, I feel like there's some deep-seated analysis that's going on here. I feel like they're starting to recognize the patterns of what has been going on in their life, and they're starting to connect the dots, you know. The Page of Swords is a communicator card, so it does indicate that there is possible communication about truth, clarity, okay? It can also be research and analysis, so looking at someone from a distance, studying them, their moves, what makes them tick, what do they desire, what are their dreams, their hopes, their aspirations, right? So this is not really giving communication as much as it is like collecting data, okay? And I feel like that's part of what this person is doing. This has been a test of faith with the Five of Pentacles. Someone is feeling left out in the cold. But in this period of separation here, I feel like they're keeping themselves busy. This is the Two of Pentacles. It indicates that someone has been juggling priorities and or perhaps people. And that in this time of juggling, they're trying to figure out what is most important to them, prioritizing that which is most important. And I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, this is about studying. This is about research again. This is about analysis. This is about gaining knowledge. I feel like this person has been gaining knowledge about what it is that they want as well. The Pentacle is a representation also of what they desire, their manifestation. Now, I don't know if they know how to manifest in the traditional sense, but unconsciously, I feel like they are bringing their desires into their reality. Whether they know it or not, they are manifesting. The Death card indicates major transformation and change, and we are in Scorpio season after all. So this is the season of change. This is the season of death and rebirth. This is the season of the Phoenix, right? Rising from the ashes. Your old life being forfeit, so that way that which is new can take root and grow and flourish. This is about achieving success. This is about public recognition, victory. And I feel like this is what this person wants. Now, I'm being shown two different lives. I'm being shown by Spirit a life, one which is very mediocre, very vanilla, right? And then the person that this reading is about is also being offered another choice. A life where they can rise to their fullest potential, where they can be this sundae with sprinkles and extra, right? So in a world of just vanilla, or being this very much decadent sweet treat, I feel like the person is starting to realize that I can have the sweetest and the finest things in life. All it takes is the full mindset, right? All it takes is the idea that I can have this. That if I am willing to trust and take a leap of faith, if I am willing to go where Spirit is leading me, might I be able to have it all? And I feel like that's what this person is starting to question. So, with the Four of Pentacles, they're starting to realize that they've been holding on too tightly, playing things too safe, not risking things, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. And I feel like there's disappointment here on all of these missed opportunities because they've held themselves back. With the Hanged Man, they're starting to see things differently. They're starting to think about the life that they could have had. What might have been. If only they would have allowed themselves the opportunity to explore those paths that were set before them. It's about the wisdom gained from this new perspective. The Lovers. I feel like they're being offered, this person, a choice, a major choice in their life. You can continue on the path that you already know and live a life of mediocrity, or you can take the road less traveled and there find curiosity, wonder, growth, expansion, adventure, excitement. And I feel like this is what this person is starting to realize. That they've lived such a safe life to this point. They're ready to do different now. They're ready to dive right in, wholeheartedly, not knowing where they're going, but still trusting that the universe will guide them to their best and their highest timeline. And as reward, I feel this is a dual message, because they're willing to risk. The reward is also great. I feel like they're going to finally come into union with someone who mirrors their soul, a soulmate. This comes after a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain, a lot of disappointment from past relationships, past people, past ideas. They no longer want to be stuck. But not only that, it's about removing one of the swords. The Three of Swords in this particular instance can be a choice between two people. And the reduction now to just two swords. The person that this reading is for and the person that this reading is about shows that while they have a decision, I feel like they've already made that choice. Though they may not have expressed it, that choice has already been made here. I feel like they are going to walk away. This is the Eight of Cups. They're going to walk away from things that no longer serve them. They're going to leave behind this old life that is predictable and safe and comfortable. Because with the Nine of Swords, they fear missing out on their best and brightest days. There's a lot of anxiety and worry here about that. So with the Ace of Wands, they realize that there is a new journey ahead of them. Passion and creativity, excitement, curiosity awaits. And they're ready to step forward into this new life. They're finally finding confidence, strength, and boldness to take those initial steps, to be the fool, and to walk forward into the unknown. As they stand there with the Three of Wands, looking beyond, with nothing but air and opportunity, they realize that this is where their heart lies, in the beyond. And so summoning all of their magic and their power with the Magician, they realize that they are taking control of their life, that they are calling into being that which they desire. They realize that they are the architect of their life. And they're going to build a most wondrous life. One that they're now ready to not only explore, but share with someone else. The Wheel of Fortune. This is divine timing. This is time and luck being on their side. This is the gift of experience. Looking back at all that they have endured, at all that they have gone through, every moment has led to this point. And King of Wands, they're now in a position to be bold and confident. They accept the challenge that Spirit has offered them. The challenge to do better, to be better, to live a life more fulfilled. They're excited about the promise and the possibilities of what is before them. Now with the Six of Pentacles, no longer overgiving of themselves. They sit in this energy of being able to give equally, giving their energy, but also allowing the divine to support and help as well. I feel like their past has created this hyper independence where they were so reliant upon themselves. And also at the same time, that hyper independence created this very controlled and also joyless environment. But there's a bit of freedom, not knowing what's going to happen next, and allowing Spirit to bring you new and exciting adventures. It's about balancing the energy here. And King of Pentacles, it's about reaching stability, being grounded, being okay, and allowing that which is meant for them, those opportunities to come their way. Because this is what's going to bring the Sun happiness, joy, fulfillment, the Chariot, success, victory, enlightenment, Four of Wands, union, spiritual ascension. Two of Wands, there is a choice here. And the choice is stepping into the future. I feel like with the Five of Cups, there's been too much time spent looking back at the past with disappointment and or regret. I feel like this Divine Masculine energy knows that this is not how the story ends. Remembering that we had the Magician card earlier, this is about the Divine Masculine being the author of their story and now seizing the pen to write the final volume. Ace of Pentacles is about a new beginning. New doors and pathways opening up now that they have surrendered. Not given up, but just ceded control to Spirit. Remembering that they are co-authors. So in other words, they create the blueprint. And Spirit is the 3D printer. Judgment. This is a final answer. But I also feel, in some cases, this may be a last shot. I feel very much for some, maybe not all in the collective, when it comes to this Divine Masculine, this may be the last opportunity that Spirit gives them to turn their life around. Not saying that there's ever it's too late to find redemption, but I feel like this golden opportunity This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. And I feel like Spirit is testing this divine masculine. Have you learned the lessons of the past? This is a complete review, a cumulative review of all of the lessons learned. Are you ready? The energy at the bottom of the deck, and also the prize for this divine masculine, should he accept Spirit's challenge, is the Queen of Wands. A bold and confident, beautiful partner, ready to share the adventure and excitement that lies ahead. May your manifestations burn bigger and brighter than you can possibly ask or imagine, and may they come in much sooner than you expect, sending you all of the peace, love, and light that your soul can contain. Until next time.